Good morning. Well, that was a bit of excitement, wasn't it? I'm very sorry. The scheduled post that I put up, I put the wrong day, wrong time, and yeah. So when I went to go live, obviously it wasn't to Facebook, and nightmare. So hopefully we haven't lost anybody too much. There's 12 people watching at the moment, so that's good. So I apologise for that. Obviously, I'm all over the place now. Not happened before. Oh well, let's be more organised next time. So a quick look in the chat, and Nim quite rightly points out. So round 2, yes, indeed. The lovely Nat says, "Morning, James. Morning, Nat. No, YouTube isn't playing up. It's me, Nat. But thank you for the message." Twisted Rail Hobbies say maybe, could be. You never know. Indeed. Myself just saying good morning all. Lewis is there. If I hadn't had the chat jump, there we go. Morning all from Lewis. Morning, Lewis. Stuart Bremer, good morning. Good morning, mate. Malcolm Charles, good morning, craftsmen and women. Indeed. We have Dave. Dave is there. Morning, modelers. Indeed. Morning, Dave. And I'm just going down the chat. Twisted Rail Hobbies says, craftsman where? I'm just an idiot with a hobby knife and extra thin glue and some plastic. Wow, I wouldn't go that far. Nim suffering. She says the insomnia strikes again. Been up since 3 a.m. If it makes you feel any better, Nim, I've had about 3 hours sleep. Self-inflicted to a point, I guess, because I was involved in a Zoom call with some guys from Australia, America, and Canada last night. So, yeah, hence why I look this beautiful. Stuart Bremer's just saying he's just trying to get brain to wake up after a night shift. Oh, I know that feeling. Twisted Rail Hobbies is saying he hasn't been to bed yet. Oh dear. A newbie, Daniel Baker says hi, first time watching. Welcome to our Sunday parade. Yeah, so that's up to date with the chat. So 11 people watching now. So we've lost somebody somewhere online, but I guess that's going to be a little bit like that. Yeah, so obviously thanks for being with me and bearing with me. Those that have liked and subscribed to the YouTube channel would have got a notification of this broadcast. But the posts I've done on other groups and Facebooks, unfortunately, they would have lost that link. So hopefully they'll join us later. We normally have 20 odd people on a Sunday, and it's early, it's Sunday, so there you go. That's January nearly finished. How has your hobby desk been? Have you managed to get any stuff done? I've noticed a few people posting up their first completed build for 2001. So 2021. I told you, I'm all over the place. Yes, and congratulations to you guys. Whether you started them last year and you're just finishing them, I guess, who knows? But I know there's a certain Luke out there that done a build for the mess in a week. And you can see just above my head here, sort of over here, the box of the Humvees back up on the shelf, and yeah, well done, Luke, is all I can say to you, honestly. Yeah, it's a cracking build, but we'll come to that in a little bit, I guess. I'm just gonna bear with me while I look at the other screen. I just want to double check that we are up and running on the mess. I'm guessing we are. Yes, we are. There we go. Okay, so there you go. We've got a Facebook user. Facebook user, which would be Eric, saying good morning, James Giffins, and morning all. So indeed. Yeah, so let me know what you've got on the bench, what you're up to, what you've done, etc., etc. That'll all be great. I will check on a few bits and pieces on the Facebook group in a minute. Obviously, you can see the picture just here of the M8 Howitzer. Been a bit of progress. I've done quite a bit off camera. I had hoped to have it primed and do the painting live, but that hasn't happened, unfortunately. So I apologise for that. But we're going to have a nice, easy Sunday because I am out hanging a little bit anyway. have a chat about model making. You can watch me make a little bit of a hash of what the few bits I've got left to do on this, and we'll go from there. Gavin Painter's in saying good morning. Morning, Gavin. Just for those on Facebook, just so you know, when you do your posts, you can permit StreamYard as one of your apps on your Facebook account. Now, all that actually does, it's not about mining for data or anything like that, but what it does is when you get involved in the chat, your name pops up on my chat, what I can see for StreamYard. And then when I highlight your name comes up. So if you could do that, it'd make it easier for me, because then I don't have to keep looking at two screens. But it's up to you. It's not a big deal. So Stuart Bremer's just saying there that not a lot of modelling done, sadly. Been working lots on home learning kids. Hope to get the bench to the bench more soon. Yes, at the moment, obviously, because of the lockdown and pandemic and all that sort of stuff, there's a lot of homeschooling, and my hat goes off to all you parents that are doing that. It's not easy at the best of times, but one thing I would like to say to you is don't allow yourself to get under too much pressure over it. There are lessons that you can do that aren't maths and English. There are like life lessons. So I don't want you to enslave your children into doing all the house chores, but get involved with the cooking, get them involved with the mundane stuff, the things we do naturally without really thinking, but they're all life skills, and they are very, very important for the future. So well done for everything you've done for the homeschooling, and don't put yourself under too much pressure. Nim's just saying that nothing built to finish, but I did finish my friend's ATST detail. Nice. I'm looking forward to looking at that. That's a kit I really must get. But Nim is also saying that she is working on the Gundam. So what I'm going to do, something I did last week that I quite enjoyed doing, I am going to go over to the mess, and we're going to look at the Saturday post for what's on your bench. So there it is. He says, no, that's me. Why is that me? Oh, that's the wrong screen. Let's try again. Oh, it's all happening today, isn't it? Let's go to Chrome tabs. That's the one I wanted. Otherwise, I'd be looking at myself. And there's a scary thought. So, yep, there we go. This is the... this is the model officer's mess. That's the page you would come into. Obviously, we've got our pin post to do with the group builds and sticks for the year. But we're going to scoot through this very quickly. And I did have this all set up, would you believe? And it's not there anymore. So if you want to post, let's go up to the top. If you want to get involved in any of the posts we do, you could just put my name in like this in the search bar. And it will come up with all the posts that I've made in the group. I thought we had one. Should have had a post go up on Saturday, but never mind. We'll go with the Friday one. What is going on? It's all over the place, isn't it? Bear with me. I'm sorry. Yes, no. Let's come out of that. Bear with me a second. Let me find the right post, because I'm going to get cross myself otherwise. So bear with. Right, let's share the right post this time, James. There we go. So this was the post that went up on Saturday, and it says, yeah, it's the weekend, and it's the what's on your bench post. Let's have a quick look, see what everybody's been up to this Saturday. Only 6 comments. It's unusual. It's normally more than that. Yeah, so first up, We've got John Ludgreen with his Tirpitz, I think that is. Lewis is in the chat. He'll tell me that's the Tirpitz or something else. Looking nice. Thank you for sharing. Then we've got Michael P. Hill. I've 2 172nd projects on the bench at this time. Wings of my Jotun and a little Harrier T 1127. Wow, big difference inside there, isn't there? I've just noticed there's a thing in the chat there from Nim. Yeah, okay, Nim, I will double check that. And that was the Tirpitz, I was right. Oh, look at me. Aren't I clever? This is Simon Gilliard. This is his defences and rubble of his Berlin Street. Wow, that's looking really good, Simon. I like that a lot. I like that a lot. Good. Gustav is yet another update on the 148 Jeep. It's beginning to look a lot like a recon mission. Yes, I like that. That's 148. I thought it was 135th, actually. Very nice, Gustav. Very nice indeed. And we've got Remco. This is what he's got currently on the bench. Coming to completion by the look of that. I don't know what that is. Answers in the chat if you know what that is. But yeah, that's looking sweet, isn't it? Very nice. Tracks to go on, and I should imagine that's almost done. Thank you for sharing. 2 more comments. Have a quick look. See if there you go, Nim. See all my fapping about, and it's there. So this is the ATST from Nim. It's a friend project that she's weathered all up. Looking nice. Yeah, I was looking at this actually. There's as some of you probably know, I've got a 3D printer, and you can actually 3D print these. And I was looking at it the other day and thinking, oh, that'd be lush. So yeah, watch this space. I might buy a kit. I probably would buy the kit, to be honest, or I might 3D print it. And Dave Skelly snuck in there at the end as well. Undercoated horse. I forgot to mention that the horse was supplied by Hysterex. Nice. Horse painting is an art. I will be really looking forward to see how you get on with that, Dave. If you can, if you're at the point where you can do that, try and take some pictures of the horse as you paint it. So the different, to show the technique you use in painting a horse, purely because I'd be very interested to see how you do that. So there you go. That's your work that people have everybody's posted up. Thank you for sharing. I really appreciate that. Let's have a quick look at. Oh, there we go. So Dave's just saying there that I intended to start painting the artillery horse this morning. Turns out more filling required. Oh, yeah, but that's a good thing you spot it now. Spotting it later would be a nightmare, wouldn't it? But yeah, Dave, if you can pop up some pictures of the process of how you paint the horse, that'd be great. Because I've done a horse, but I found it really, really difficult. And I have several that I will be doing at some point. So that's cool. Twisted Rail Hobbies is saying nothing finished, still in progress on a 71 Plymouth Duster. Started rehabbing an old model train layout. Got a couple of Lego kits to start as well. Yeah, lovely. Stuart Brimmer says I've got the MH 35 Stallion on the bench for the at Golf War 21 GB. That's on the mess that's currently running at the moment, which we are past the first month, so 2 more months to go on that. And the Argentinian Air Force Canberra Airfix 148. Cool. That'd be interesting. Yeah, cool. Nim's just saying, I've just posted a picture. Like I said, luckily, because I was fapping about Nim, we managed to get that in there. Lewis just confirming it was a Turpit. Thank you, Lewis. Scott from S3 Model Works, he's saying, good morning all. I'm just a social butterfly on my sleepless Monday morning. Ah, bless you. Well, thanks for being with us. Oh, there we go. So it's his third live feed in the last 45 minutes. Wow. Okay. Well done you. So much more to do today. Sunday is a busy day for live streams. Dave's just saying, the first horse I've ever painted. I'll pop up pictures in progress. Lovely. Challenge accepted. Yeah. Don't look at it as a challenge. Honestly, it helps everybody else to see how people put things together, myself included. You know, I'm not alone in that. But also, you may find if you put it in the post, obviously, because we don't generally get into those conversations of, oh, you've done that wrong and you've done this wrong. So we're pretty good on that group. But there may be people out there that have done. In fact, I know there's like Marcus White, for example. He's done horses and they look fantastic. To name but a few, I can Rob Blocker, and they're all members that are in the group. So if you find any challenges with it, pop that up within a post. I'm at this point, I'm not quite sure what to proceed, or opinions, whatever. But no one will give their critique, if you like. That was what I was looking for, unless you ask for it. So yeah, that's what the group's for. So yeah, it'll be interesting to watch. I'll be watching that. Very good question there. Dexterous Crafter. Sorry, James, but where do I post my starting picture for the year group build? Yeah, now, funny enough, actually, that I was looking at the mess this morning, and I have a sneaky feeling I haven't put the usual group build thing in. So I'm going to try and address that today. Although it's a month on, which I feel really bad about. But your best way around it is to create your own album within the mess. Call it what you want. It's your build, remember. And then just use the hashtag of whatever the group build is that you want to enter. And your first picture in there will be obviously the picture of what you're going to build with some sort of form of proof that it's not started by either having a phone with the date on or something like that. So quite simple. But yes, I do apologise for all those that have started the Gulf War. I don't think I've put the normal GB post up, so I will address that today. I don't know how I missed that, but there you go. Hope that helps. Any problems, just obviously send me a message and I can point you in the right direction anyway. So Nim's just asking a question. When it comes to time for the general desert warfare contest, I already have my kit picked out from my slim backlog. Cool. Yes. Bit weird this year. We've got a sort of crossover. So we've got the Gulf War anniversary, which is current at the moment, but then we have a desert warfare group build, which is anything. So there's no time span, no scale. It can be futuristic, it can be imaginary, whatever you want, as long as it's something to do with the desert, you're in there. So looking forward to that, Nim. I hope you've got something up your sleeve that's going to be fun. So 20 people watching, thank you very much for being with me. I've been waffling on for 23 minutes already, can you believe? Yeah, time's just flying by. Actually what I will do is I'm going to pop back to the mess for that. I don't suppose I need to do this, but I will pop back. So if we go back to the top of the page, as you can see here, this is the group building Stigs. So let's click on that. So yeah, there we go. These are all the opportunities for this year. And as Nim was saying, the Desert Warfare one starts in July. So that's the third group build we've got. But as you go down, each segment or group build has got a very slim outline of what it involves. So at the moment we've got the steampunk and apocalypse Stig group build. That's running for most of the year, so it's 3rd January through to the 27th of November. So no rush on that. Excuse me. And obviously the group build, the Gulf War, which I've said runs to the 28th of March. Now, the one thing I wanted to point out to you, something that come up in the Creche last night, was that obviously every year we do a 48-hour group build. And I think I should pimp it a little bit. I want as many as the members to get involved. We will be going live over the 48 hours. It won't be a show that is the whole 48 hours. It will be split up into segments, and how many segments yet I'm not quite sorted. However, I think there is a chance that we may, because normally what we do is we normally do one in the morning, one in the evening. But I think this year there may be the opportunity for it to be a little bit longer, i.e. we might go into the wee hours of the morning. And the reason for that is to try and involve our members that are not in the UK and are on other time zones. Still work in progress, still outlining it all. But I may have, or I'm hoping to invite some guests from the modelling world for that as well. Now, normally we had a theme, or the last few we've done, we've had a theme. But all this theme is this year is we're just going to focus on 48. So 48 scale, anything in which you want that's 1/48. Any genre, anything whatsoever. Leaving it completely open to you guys to make your own choices. The one thing that will be different this year as well is I'm going to create a Just Giving page for donations for our charity of choice, which is Models for Heroes here in the UK, who help veterans through working with models for helping their health conditions and mental health conditions. I hope to raise a lump of money for the charity, but you will see how that goes. That's all we've got planned for at the moment. But yeah, watch this space, because I'm hoping this year is going to be a bit bigger and a bit more special than last year. But hey, there we go. So let's come out of that. The last thing I was just going to cover just now, I think you probably know this anyway, but just in case anyone else doesn't know, what I was saying to Nat is, if you are going to join one of the group builds, normally in the announcements in this section here, we would have a group build segment. So if I go into see all, I can show you an old one maybe. So these are all the announcements. Obviously, we've got the Christmas bits and pieces, then the awards in which we do, and all that sort of stuff. And where we have our group builds so organized. There we go. So, for example, keep going. James, you're so unorganized today. If only we had a professional. Oh, do you know, I thought it'd be right there, it'd be really easy. But oh no. Oh, there you go. Right. So last year we did a sea warfare, and then we had our own announcement, sea warfare. And that is where you would put in the comments like all these people did when it pops up. There we go. Pop in there I'm in, I'm doing it, and maybe what you're going to do as well. I haven't done that, so I will get that done today. Those that you've already entered have created albums and stuff, so don't worry too much with that. That's fine. But what I was just saying to Nat was, if you go into the media section, so you go up to the top of the page, into the media section here, go into the album section, and then you would create an album. Okay. So, for example, those of you that have got Gulf War going on, we've got Luke's entry there. I think that's Luke. I think it's Luke. He's created his album there. Let's go into it. Is this Luke? Oh, isn't it Luke? Oh, yeah, it is Luke. So, yeah. So what he's done is he's done some pictures of the build from start to finish. And as you can see, he has got to the finished stage. It's up to you how many pictures you post. Really is. He's put a little description there, a little title. And then what I will do, come the end of the group build, I will put in this album section, I'll create an album which is purely and simply a reveal album where you're asked to show 3 pictures of your finished model, which I will need to do that as well because some people have finished. So there you go. I hope that helps. It's a bit rough around the edges, all that running around, so I apologize. But yeah, so that's what you need to do. So let's have a quick look, see where we're at in the chat. Oh, Nim's just saying that I've built the kit before. This is just the second one I bought on accident. Oh, that's all right. It's fine. Lewis just saying that the 48-hour group build, can I do a 1/48th U-boat from Jupiter? If you can finish it in 48 hours, Lewis, you can do whatever you want. And that is the criteria of it. We are hoping that you will start and finish within the 48 hours. So it's a lot to ask, I know. It's a weekend away from the family, you know. But the other thing to that as well is because it's over a long period of time, it's really down to the choice of kit that you use as to quite how much physical time it's going to take you. But also, why don't you take the opportunity to involve the family as well? That would be a good thing. And that's the whole idea, really. We do have 2 families I can think of that have done it every year since we started doing it, and it involves everyone, so all the children get involved as well. And remember, if you're involving the children, it doesn't need to be that complicated a thing. But yeah, anyway, so that's what's coming up. So good. Scott just saying only preventable purchases. Yes, but there you go. You're welcome, Nat. Yeah, like I say, if you have any problems, just give me a shout. Not a problem. And Nim's just saying, sadly, the only 1/48th scale Gundam are the mega size, and they are mad expensive. Yeah, I can imagine. I can imagine. So anyway, right. I've lost a couple of people. People are popping in and out. That's all good. No problem. Let's head over to the bench and see where we're at with our tank or howitzer. So there we go. So like I say, this is the Tamiya 1/35th US Howitzer mortar carriage M8. And if you recall, the reasons I'm building this is to revisit my childhood, because this was the first tank or tracked vehicle I ever made. So all I've literally done is I've gone through the instructions and I'm just doing the whole. There is an app for this, James, isn't there? Let's get yourself organised. That's not a good time for the television to go off, is it? I think that's about right. So as you can see, this is the top hole. All I've done is I've managed to glue majority of the bits and pieces into it, and all our tools on the back, etc. So that's all coming together. Bottom of a hole, not many pieces to add on. So we've done the bits at the front, we've got the bits at the back. So that's all done. Our interior is nice and basic. That is it, basically. So that's all ready to be primed. We have done a little bit of the track system, which I wanted to paint the wheels before they actually went on. So they're done as well. We've done a little bit of the interior of the turret. These 2 parts are not glued together. So, yeah, so I wanted to get some primer and stuff on that before we put that all together. And I've done a little bit of the gun housing itself or mounting as itself as well. So there you go. And all of the wheels are there, all sat there waiting to be primed. And like I said, I was hoping to get this primed, so I do apologise. I clearly have failed Ah, dear. Anyway, time for a bit of drink. Right, so what we're going to plan, what I plan to do for the next half hour or so, turn that noise off to start with. Is I'm just going to trundle through the kit, doing the last little bits and pieces, and we'll have a chat this morning. Not super exciting. I do apologise. It's not what I wanted to do. However, what I might do, because I do actually want to push along with this project, what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to, and definitely today, going to get the primer on, base colours and all that sort of thing. And I think what I will do is I will video that, how I do it. I might do a little bit of modulation or something along those lines with it, so that when we come back to it next week, we're finishing that project up. Okay, so I might do a little bit of filming and release that as a separate video. If you want to catch up with that, that'd be great. If not, that's fine too. Can I just remind you to like and subscribe to the channel? It helps the ratings, etc., and pushes me up in the rankings and all that sort of stuff, and just gets the video a little bit more out there, or videos out there. So we've got a latecomer. Mark Ewan is saying good morning, people, and James. Thank you. Nice to see you, Mark. Hope you're well. Twisted Rail Hobbies is saying, I want to see Lewis attempt that U-boat kit in 48 hours. Yeah, do you know what? Even if he got it in his stash, yeah, that's way beyond 48 hours. So anyway, while we're talking about 48 hours, let's talk about what that's all about. So we've been going for that many years. I think this is the 4th or 5th year that the page has been, the Facebook group's been going. Well over the 2,000 members now, so that's fantastic. It's great to see that support. But the idea is just to have a little bit of fun and like I say, try and introduce it to the family and stuff. And we've done, we did a Fokker build, we did Fokker enemies build. Like I say, this year I couldn't think of something that could run onto that. So yeah, we're just doing we love 48. So 148 kit. I think I probably at this time, I think we'll be heading down the Edward kit route, and I think we'll be doing the Hellcat Mark 1 myself in 148. I think that's where I'm going. I'm not sure. But yeah, that'd be quite fun. Got a bit of a funky colour scheme for that. So yeah, that's my aim. So are you thinking of getting involved in the 148 group build? 48-hour build, rather. And if you were, what sort of things would you think would be a good kit to get? I do apologise. I've got a bit of the coughs this morning. So yeah, let us know. Let us know what you want to do. We've also got, like I say, we obviously have got international members. So I'm hoping to invite some international members to come and sit with me and make some glue and stuff with some plastic. But that could be quite interesting because obviously of the time difference. So yeah. And of course it will start on a particular time. And if you're in a different time zone, that's the time it starts. So if you're behind or ahead of us, then that's when you start. No problem. Oh, Dexterous Crafter has just said, has just asked when the 48-hour group build is. Have I not mentioned that? Did I not say that? Let's have a quick look. I will give you the complete date. It is in March. If you go, like I said, if you go to the group build and sticks announcements at the top of the page, it does tell you, but I will tell you the dates. Bear with me. I should know off the top of my head, shouldn't I, really? But I don't. Yes, so it's Friday the 19th of March until the 21st of March. and that is this year, not 2020, which is what it says on the file. Oh, but yeah, it's that weekend. I should know that really because it's the day after my wife's birthday, so I don't know how I forgot that. But yeah, hope that helps. Put it in your diary. Make sure you get involved. Twisted Rail Hobbies is saying, hey Nat, you bring back that Warhammer mini Bane Blade you started last year. You never know. Could be. Could be indeed. So 14 people watching. Lost a few people. Not unexpected. Hey, there we go. So we're going to concentrate on our boomstick, for want of a better word. And that's response to Eric was, I'm bringing it back, Eric, but I wasn't happy with it, so I took it to pieces and started over. Oh. And Lewis says he's working on the 48. Oh, Lewis. Oh, can't believe it. Well, you got to work, haven't you? No big deal. Right, so I'm just going to glue some bits and pieces together. So you got something on the bench? What are you going to be doing today? Let me know. I can give you an update on the idea with the Lancaster that I was talking about last week as well. Very slow progress on that. A lot of research going on. But I don't think that's going to be happening until well into the middle of next year or middle of this year. It might be next year, depends. It's quite a complicated thing in which I want to try and achieve. And unfortunately, the more time in which I give myself to think about it, the more complicated I make it, as per usual. But yes, some progress has been made. Lots of information being attained and research. I'm not a great fan of research, so it's quite different for me. But one thing in which I should say as well is that the where's that going? It goes in there, does it? Yes, one thing in which you may or may not be aware of, we decided last night on the Saturday night Creche that we are going to do another group build. And this group build is quite open, actually. It is a group build which is anything to do with Bomber Command. Now, I think I might need to explain that a little bit. Oops. I think I might need to explain that a little bit. Basically, it is any aircraft, any vehicle, anything that was used by Bomber Command or in support of Bomber Command. So quite large. It's going to be a build that starts at the end of February. Oh, come on, James. Going to start at the end of February and it's going to run until July. So quite a nice long build because we want to make sure as many people get involved as possibly can. It is not how to make a model kit. Bear with me, sorry. Yes, so a couple of people have signed up for it already, which is great to see, so thanks for that. But if you're not aware of that or not part of that, obviously myself, Steve from Total Scale Models and Carl from Making Models do a show every Saturday at the moment, and we share the hosting, so it's on different channels. It's a fun show. We have a bit of a laugh and a joke. It's not too. We don't take ourselves too serious. But yes, we're going to be doing a little group build, and I think it's going to go down well. Actually, myself, I've got a couple of choices. I think, to be honest, it's probably going to be the 148th Lancaster. I end up doing because that was what I originally was talking to Mr. Ewing about, who has just got himself a nice 148th Lanc. So Scott is just saying that it sounds like a Snapbright kit for you, Lewis. Yes, no, to be honest, you could achieve something in 48 hours, and it's open to whatever you want. So there you go. Nim's just saying that she's not sure she could do a 48-hour build. Depends on her schedule, but I could pick something up maybe. Yeah, it's a fun thing to do, and like I say, it all really depends on the kit that you get. I mean, any of these quick fire builds, you know, we've done 1/72 builds, we've done 1/48 builds. It really is down to kit choice as to whether what you can achieve. And the one bit of advice I give you is just don't go too mad. That's all I would say. You know, don't pick something that's got like a color scheme that you got to paint and it's like 4 or 5 different colors, because it'll be murder for you. Something simple. Lucy's saying he's got on his bench, he's painting the T-34 Tank Commander. Yes, that's coming along very nicely. It was on the Creche last night. Nim saying that she's building a very she's building a very pink Gundam. Ooh. Daniel's just saying he's building a 1/72 Zod Cannon Tortoise. Okay, I'm not quite sure I know what that is, but hey, cool. And Scotty's just saying, oh, a job opportunity for my Spitfire, maybe the clipped-winged AVM Harry Broadhurst version. Ooh, interesting. Yeah. That group build for the Creche is wide open by what we've done. So yeah, knock yourselves out, guys. No, get involved. So C18 is my next part. These are these part here. And I think it's that part as well, isn't it? Yes. So we'll take that one off as well. Yeah, so sorry, a bit behind with this from what I actually wanted to do. Life will do that to you, won't it? It has that knack of getting in the way and disturbing you. So that is on that side. So you'd be glad to know the one thing I have discovered is my modelling technique has not improved that much, in that I still managed to get finger marks on this build. Oh yeah, couldn't believe that when I noticed it. It's just like, oh my goodness, I haven't put finger marks on a kit for I don't know how long, but certainly managed it with this one. Oh, this is why I don't do photo etch. Can you believe it? Can you believe that? Come here, you little rat bag. Like that is where we want it. Oh. Do it live, they said. Be cool. It'd be cool. Show everybody what a good modeler you are. Yeah, right. Anyway. So try us. I think today was not the day to do a live show, because clearly it wants to kick my backside, doesn't it? But hey, you know, look, I never said I was a perfect modeler by any means. And just as well, because this is proving the point. I'll have to ask Uncle Fester how he does it. How do you do these live builds and this stuff? That's a good point, actually. I must speak to Colin. Maybe Colin and Dave want to get involved in that 48-hour build. That'd be nice. Get their group involved too. Excuse me. And it doesn't matter how much you silence your phone, it still pings. I notice. Obviously, one of the other things which I realised as well is that I didn't use a Tamiya extra thin the first time round because I don't know if it was available or not. It certainly wasn't something I crossed my my vision at the time. So I would have been using an old tuber glue on this first time round. So like I say, to get a finger mark wasn't an unusual episode. Just getting around, isn't it? Finger mark's not a problem. As Malcolm said to me this morning, it's like a signature. Certainly is. Right, let's have a quick look at the chat, see what I've missed. Steve's struggling with PE. Yeah, you know you love it. Lewis is drooling over the fact that someone's doing PE. Nim just saying, yeah, I'm totally not looking up what 148 scale kits are out there. You know you want to do it. One Division? Is that what you get from having PE, Steve? One Division? Scott was just saying I've had a lot of fun building seatbelts lately. I did a set for my Gulf War A10. Yes, I've been seeing what you've been doing. It's looking good. He's looking very good. Right, so where are we next? Yeah, so maybe we could get Uncle Fester and Dave involved in our little 48-hour group build. That'd be quite fun. Where'd they gone there? So we shall put on C8, C9. Okay. Yeah, thinking about it, maybe that's what we should do this year. Maybe we should challenge a couple of other groups to the 48-hour build. Get some involved. Then that brings communities together, which is all about. Right then. Nim's just saying she could cheat and get figures. If they're 148, that'll do. But you have to be painting them. Alpine Shore have some nice ones on sale, Nim. Yes. Indeed. Dave's just saying, with the horse parked while the filler dries, my attention has turned to converting the TW Private 8th being Lanks Regiment to a Royal Field Artillery driver. Cool. Cool indeed. You think, because I was up till 2 o'clock this morning, you would think I'd have it done, wouldn't you? I'm so cross with myself. So we won't go for very long today, obviously because we're not at the situation I wanted to be in or planned to be in. So, and while I love your company, I don't want to bore the pants off you. Is the honest truth. So we'll wrap this up. Not that long, in not too short a time. So, have you guys got any questions for me? Is there anything that's you'd like me to check over, or anything like that to do with the mess? Pop your comments in the chat, or questions rather, in the chat, and we can have a good look at that. Lewis just reminded me that I'm not boring him, but his pants are already off anyway. That's a vision I can do without. Thanks for that. That's put me off my breakfast. One less thing. Yeah, so I'm just going to glue these last bits on. Answer any questions you've got in the chat if there are any. And then probably call it quits for today, I think. I don't think this is going to keep you occupied, is it? Watching me do this. There you go. So I got our last little bits on the turret there. Got a couple of bits and pieces to do. So left on there. But there you go. Coming at 12 o'clock. I'm going to finish half hour early. Sorry, guys. Just not organised sufficiently enough this morning or this week. So come and join me next week. What we'll do next week, as I say, I will get this all into primer. I will get this into primer and we will do some painting. God help me. live next week. We'll paint this up. I'll get this on its way to finished, and hopefully get it wrapped up. So thank you very much for being with me. Remember, you've got Colin and Dave on next in about half an hour or so. So give me a chance to go get some breakfast, a cup of coffee, etc. And yeah, until next time, I shall see you then. Ta-ta.